team. And off we go from Minneapolis. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now here's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it once more with ETN. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Once again, it's ETN. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try left side with ETN. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Lawrence. This pass is caught by Thomas. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. I mean, to resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Jaguars on top. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now here's Aaron Jones. Open space to the 35. And he'll be taken down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They run it once more with Jones. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Throwing, Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Duvernay on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's Etienne. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Throwing is Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught once again by Ingram. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle.
And he's into the end zone. Evan Ingram, touchdown Jaguars.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars take a 10-3 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Going right sideline and complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll talk things over before third down. They'll put Addison in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Second down, Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Lawrence. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Chandler now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He connects with Jordan Addison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll put Addison in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have third down coming up. Here's third down and a few inches. He'll get this out wide. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Get this complete. It's Addison again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Jaguars have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Jags offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the handoff, Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Left side here, caught by Addison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Jones. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Foye Aluakin with the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars 30-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Darnold to throw. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 11 yards as they move the chains. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that one incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He'll tuck it and take off. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On play action, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll try the left side with Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action for Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to ETN. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's ETN. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. First and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here we go. This is fourth down. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.